Hello, people. It's your boy Usmaan back again. Manchester United back in Paris, securing the W. Securing the W. All we do is win in Paris. All we do is win in Paris. Man
Paris
said
is
we're
red.
gonna lose. I said we're gonna lose. I was fucking right. Oh,
I was almost
God.
2-0, I
Just
said.
in
Oh,
time. Listen, Manchester United, right? We own Paris. You know how people posting all those pictures, the stadium, the playing, all that bullshit. Manchester United own Parc de France. We fucking own this shit. We own it. Ollie owns this shit. Ollie owns it. Listen, Neymar and Mbappe. Neymar were playing last time. So mans were like, no Neymar. Yeah, granted that injuries, no Verratti, etc. We didn't start Pogba. We didn't fucking need Pogba for this game. Because Fred and McTominay, Mike Sauce, what I tell man, don't disrespect him. He's not a well-bitty. He does his job. And man did his job today. The shit things, the dirty things, he mopped up the whole game. Yes, Neymar rinsed him at the start of the game. But Neymar rinses everyone. He catches everyone's body at least once a game. It's flipping Neymar. But listen, as you can tell, I'm gassed. The whole watch along, I was sat quiet apart from when Rashford scored because I didn't think we were going to win in the end. Listen, every single person in the chat, and there's a lot of you, drop a flipping like, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be back with another podcast tomorrow reacting to the game in detail with the other guests as well, special guests. But I'm absolutely over the moon because when everyone saw this group, mans were like, Man United are out, Man United in Europa League. And I'm not saying that won't happen, because it's only the first game. But what I'm saying is, at least people will respect us now. No, you know, that's all I want. I just want a bit of respect. But listen, let me introduce the guys, because I just had to get off my chest. It's the normal crew. Was, Benji, it's your boy Beeks, and Jem. Let's go, boys. Let's go. But I've not even left my watch, Lexi. I'm not leaving this seat. But anyways, listen, I'm going to start with the most positive person I know. And it's hard because there's two here. We're going to start with Jem first. Jem, brother.
Yes, bro.
Ollie in to the fucking hill and back. Through the
Only just
through the
masterclass,
through
the
the dark
tactical
time. I'm Ollie
masterclass.
out, as you know now. I'm not going to change my word. Obviously, we need to see what I'll go on in the next couple of games. But I could not be happier for him. I'm so happy for him, genuinely.
Here we go.
Jem,
Go on, Jem.
what your thoughts, my brother?
I won't say that much. All I can say is I'm happy that now Oli has the squad enough to rotate, and because initially you can see that we didn't have enough players so that you can shuffle up a little bit, because at the point when PSG changed tactics, he also he replied. So it's good. I'm happy for him. Now he doesn't get the respect that he's supposed to get, so we move on.
Yeah, no, flipping a lot of positivity in the chat. As you would imagine, man, they've done it twice in Paris. Listen, this is a huge win for us, man. They've got world-class players throughout that team. Yes, granted, a few were missing, but a lot of Man United fans were crying for Herrera to be back, so I want him to be counted in this list of quality players in that team. Everyone's like, why did we pay the money? Well, that's why we didn't pay the money, because Fred came in and did the fucking job. Listen, we'll go to you, Beeks. Beeks, what are your thoughts while I put my headphones and take my hearing aid out? What are your thoughts, bro?
Hey, listen, shout out to United, shout out to the fans, obviously supporting place and whatnot. Bro, it's a bit of a mad thing, you know. I wasn't expecting us to win. I did say 2-2 in it, do you get me? So fair play to Ollie. You know what? I'm gonna give credit where credit is due in it. Do you understand? Obviously, he got it right in it. He got it right. Obviously he's banged his judge. He went back home. He purchased a few things there, black magic and whatnot, juju and whatnot. And it works. Do you understand what I'm saying? What I will say is that I just want to give a big shout to Axel Tunezewi, bro, because what he did today, a lot of people, right, would say, yeah, Rashford was, you know, he got the goal, fantastic. Fred was dominating. They all did well.
Whose name did you say? Sorry, I missed that.
Axel Tunezewi, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone did well, but for me, for a guy to come in and start his first game in over a year, bro, right, and play the caliber of PSG. He was playing with the likes of against Mbappe and Neymar, and he stood out and just shined, bro. He looked like he looked like a top class centre back. He was the best centre back on that pitch, bro. No disrespect to PSG and whatnot. I know they had a few players missing in that.
Yeah.
But shout out to Tunazabi, man. And look, I'll give credit where credit is due. Lindelof, sure, you man put a shift in, cool. But Tunazabi, bro, like there was times where I don't even. Yo, Mbappe got pocketed, bro.
Yeah, did you see that when he was 1v1 on the bench?
1v1 all the time, bro. He said, "Yo, keep it moving, relax, bro. Where you going?" He told Mbappe, he said, "Why are you running, G? Where are you going, bro? It's not today, bro. It's not today." And look, we got the 3 points. Like Usmaan said, everyone wrote us off, bro. Everyone wrote us off.
I wrote us off as well.
You did as well, but you know what?
We
stuck to the game plan. We were compact. We were organized, very well organized. It's just unfortunate that we got the own goal. You know, it is what it is. It's just a mistake. But we bounced back. We didn't fold. And that's what happened. We got the 3 points, G. We keep it moving. Shout out to United.
Yes.
Yeah, man of the match.
United, listen, we'll get to man of the match. We'll get to play ratings. Obviously, but before you came on Beats, we just had a quick chat regarding play ratings. If we get time, we'll do at the end of the game. Obviously, we'll keep it as brief as we can.
Cool.
But Twan Sabi, for me, right? I swear to God, I've said it before the game started on the watch along. More than obviously I wanted to win, but more than anything, I want Twan Sabi to put in a fucking performance because it means that I've always believed in this guy, but it means that he'll start on the weekend. And you can't tell me that this man is not starting on the weekend. I don't give a shit. Man came up against the best player in his position in the world in Mbappe. Arguably, he's in the top three. There's no one's denying that. He came up against Mbappe in a one-on-one on so many occasions, right? And he went toe-to-toe with him. Man would fold in that position. He held his fucking ground. Put Mbappe, took him to eat grass, mate. Eat the grass, Mbappe. Piss off. Get out of my lane. And that's what I want from a centre-back. No, Lindelof as well, by the way. He was an absolute, I don't know what happened to him, but he was absolutely sensational today as well. He was in the zone. I don't know what happened to him. But they were just fantastic. They didn't put a foot wrong. They generally did not put a foot wrong the whole game. But Waz, let's bring you in before we bring in Benjamin. What are your thoughts, bro? Fantastic win.
I'm buzzing, man. I predicted a win as well. Flipping, should I give that goal away? I said 2-0. But the thing is, you know, the best thing about it is it's the manner we won and the fact that we had so much chances to score more. Rashford missed so many chances that flipping. If I had hair, I would have pulled it out by now.
That 2v1 on the 48th
when he tried to square it.
Tried to square it. I lost.
That's the one. I was like,
bad. I couldn't believe he messed that up.
Normally, flipping, he goes for goal. And the one you want to go for goal, he tries to square it, but he like caught half-hearted in that, and he didn't. Just messed it up totally. But other than that, we played so well. I think the battle was won in midfield. I was saying it before the game that Verratti, he was the key man that was missing. Without him, he dictates play. He does pretty much what McTominay would do. He mops up and then he gives the ball to likes of Neymar and Mbappe. But Twan Sabi, you guys said about Twan Sabi, man. He was amazing to come back from an injury like after that long and just play like that.
Something ridiculous like that against Mbappe.
The scary thing is, he's gonna frigging get better. That's the scary thing.
Bro, he has to start.
He's gonna get better than that.
I've been talking about this. Everyone's been talking
calmness.
About this guy,
I think he's just calmness. He's a proper leader, man, at the back. I don't know. I mean, even Lindelof was calm. I mean, the whole back four was really, really good as well. Big shout out to David De Gea. He made some key saves as well. Like there's a couple of reactionary saves and that other long hit from was it Neymar who shot him? I think
Neymar. I think
there was a few
as well. One of Di Maria as well.
That's it. Yeah. So I mean, it was a proper total team performance. But big shout out to Ali, man. What a result! And he was on the touchline this time. Nobody sat there cross-legged Benji, but he was there giving it his all. So I love that. I'm so happy.
I want to get some comments in here. I'm sorry to cut you off. Bilal, obviously, our cousin, saying Wan-Bissaka moving like teabag from prison break. the way you pocketed, man's on that. Yo, what? So I tell you what about a beautiful moment was. Did you see when Mbappe changed wings? Because man was getting pocketed. He was like, allow this. He was like, Di Maria, go on this side, man. Moisky, one of you boys come here, man. Let me come on the side.
No, there was a moment. There was a moment, Neymar gets the ball. He played really well, Neymar, actually. He took him. Yeah, took him 100%. But there was one time, he got the ball. I don't know if you guys saw it, but Wan-Bissaka comes charging in. Obviously, He's almost like flattened him. And then you should see Neymar's faces like, what the flip? These guys mean.
Let me throw in some stats. They say that he has made more tackles than Aaron Wan-Bissaka in Champions League this evening. 6 tackles.
Yo, Wan-Bissaka was sensational. And listen, just to add to the Wan-Bissaka before we bring Benji in, I don't want to hear anybody on Twitter disrespecting this guy, about his defensive attributes. He's the best defensive right back in the fucking world. I didn't stutter. Name me someone who can deal with Neymar and Mbappe on his ones like that. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Man was absolutely sensational. He didn't make a mistake. Even that tackle that I thought was a penalty where he got the ball first and took out the man, mate, he was on job. And I got coming from Rosalia, one of the homies, obviously, Benji, you know him. Fucking smile, Benji.
Benji looks like he's ready for Sunday.
We didn't lose, Benji. Cheer up. We won. Raw, man. Mans was so angry.
Beaks, tell him. Beaks, sing him a song.
When Newcastle lineup came out, the amount of energy I got from myself, Benji and Beaks, raging about the lineup. Yo, where's the energy? Jem got violated, because we did.
I got ragged as well.
From me as well. But
I know.
I'm like, yo, we won, but I'm buzzing. I'm on cloud 9. But listen, Benji, go on. What are your thoughts? Why are you not smiling? Why are you not happy? What are your thoughts, brother?
I'm not smiling because it's bloody hot in my room and I literally can't breathe. But anyways, it was a good game. I think
live.
the four stand out for me. Number one, David De Gea was phenomenal tonight.
Yeah, brilliant.
He made his saves at the right time. Whatever. Number 2, and I like Usmaan can say, when we done that centre back show about who we should sign at centre back, we said we shouldn't sign.
We all said Twansem yesterday.
We shouldn't sign Banashini because we have Twansem, we have Mendy in the new system, and it showed tonight his pace, his recovery. Obviously, he probably got a bit tired at the end, but he had a fantastic game, and props to him. Wan-Bissaka as well, rising in confidence. And obviously, I want to give a shout out to obviously McTominay and Fred, because obviously a lot of us, every Man United fan wants Van der Beek to start, Pogba to start. But I told you, man. I think they played very, very well today. And I also give a shout out to Ollie as well, because
clip it up,
priceless.
Clip it up.
Subscribe for just that. Subscribe for that.
I didn't hear you.
I'm giving a shout out to Ollie because obviously in the group chat, as you lot saw, like we were getting a bit dominated for like a little 5 to 10 minute spell, and I said make a change, and he made a change at the right time. He brought on Pogba, and one of the things that I think he needs to start doing is play the diamond formation more often, because we don't have.
I said it, man. The diamond worked in that second game when Pogba came on. It worked, man. People saying it's not going to work. It worked.
You don't have wingers, you might have to keep that formation because everyone can play in that formation. And I just feel like the way we played, and when he changed it at the right time, he brought a Pogba at the right time. Pogba just slowed down the game. They couldn't get near him. The PSG midfield was struggling to get near him.
Yeah.
If we need to start this, the team that ended the game, bar the subs, should start on Sunday. Obviously, get rid of Martial, but bring in someone else. But I think, but
Cavani hopefully should be available for that one.
Yeah, if not Cavani, Greenwood. But it was a good game, and you can't complain, man. You really can't complain.
Just a quick one. I forgot, innit? I just need to shout out to Tellez as well, Carl.
Yeah, that was the next person.
The guy had actually, he put in a solid performance.
Set pieces, the crosses, man.
His corners were fantastic as well.
We have a fullback that can whip in crosses.
No, but there was one time, that he didn't cross. I was getting angry, but yeah.
I know the time you're on about. Yeah, he was just on that flow, like just whip it in. When he did, it just melted my heart, bro. I know I sound like a
same. It's such a minor
bro.
Thing.
It was just a nice thing.
Do you know what he does? Yeah, when he was whipping it in, Luke Shaw can just relax and just defend and do what he's good at. He doesn't have to force himself to go up and get tired. There was one time, remember that time Luke Shaw was running the ball, he didn't pass the Pogba. I was like, what's this guy doing? I was fuming, but he got a free kick. I mean, the only person, even Lindelof, I think Lindelof does a shout out because he's had a lot of stick in the start of the season. And
for me as well,
defense, he marshaled on the defense as well. And he showed a lot of leadership. That
still a pussy, but
like Wax was saying that he doesn't have. He showed a lot of leadership.
Yeah.
So, It's a positive.
I think everybody said that about Lindelof. I don't think you need to point out past there. I think literally, Beaks just called him a pussy, so you didn't send it to Beaks.
Beaks, you said that about Lindelof, man.
Yeah, I said he had a good game.
I hope for Beaks.
I said he had a good game, but he still a pussy though.
Oh God! But listen, if you just quickly, if you are joining us live, make sure you drop a like on the video as always. And if you are new, make sure you subscribe. We're getting very close to 850 to be fair, and obviously that 1K target that we're trying to achieve as soon as possible.
Tonight.
But listen,
tonight.
Yeah. But listen, let's talk about Fred and McTominay. We'll come to you, Beaks. Obviously, you know, we've been very critical of both players in moments. For me personally, I said I wanted Fred, Pogba, Bruno, which I was happy with when he came on. I wasn't going to put McTominay in. I said Fred had to start on the preview with the PSG fans. I said Fred has to play, and obviously Ad said that as well. In fact, Ad's actually picked this midfield, to be fair to him.
Yeah,
what was your thoughts on the midfield performance, and obviously Bruno as well in front of them?
Obviously, like I think my pick yesterday was Fred. No, it wasn't even Fred. It was Pogba, McTominay, and Bruno. But when I saw Fred, when I saw Fred and McTominay, I was like, all right, cool, fair play. I understood why. I know Pogba was on the bench and whatnot, but I think what Ollie did today was he used his head. Like I said, he got the judge, and obviously the judge worked. He used his head. He was correct, and it worked out well. It was a smart move, bro. I think the midfield, I can't even fault them. We won the midfield battle, bro. And there was a reason why we won it, because we had the likes of Fred and McTominay. There was legs. They were covering. If one was covering the left, the other one was covering the right. Everyone had their position intact, and it worked fantastic. So fair play to them, and fair play to them in the midfield as well. But McTominay, for me, the guy has just got energy and legs, and he knows how to put in a shift. Fred, like you said yesterday, Usmaan, the guy knows he's got the ball well grounded, so he knows how to retain possession and whatnot. And when it comes to intercepting, winning them tackles in, he can do that, and that's what helped us today, man. Very, very key for us in that midfield. And although their midfield wasn't as strong as it usually is, I mean, obviously they missed out on Verratti. Verratti being out was a huge blow for them.
Of course.
I couldn't care less. At the end of the day, we have to capitalize on that. Do you understand what I'm saying? We have to take our opportunity, and that's what Manchester United did, bro. And we got to, just praise them. We got to give them credit where credit is due. Big up Fernandes as well. He put in a shift. Obviously, he missed his penalty, but he ended up scoring again when he got when they told us to retake it. Whole shout out to VAR as well, always helping us. We're gonna as well. Like I said, I think before the season started, I said everyone was always complaining about Bruno Fernandes scoring penalties, and I said, yeah, hopefully he scores 30 goals and all 30 goals are penalties, bruv. That's what I want as well. You understand what I'm saying? Just to piss all the rival fans off.
Just interject, one of the things that I liked, which I saw about Bruno Fernandes. Obviously, a lot of us say that. Well, a lot of people say that he can't keep the ball. I feel like the way he's used to the ball today was very fantastic.
Fantastic.
He relieved pressure,
trust,
breaking the lines. He's just doing everything today. It's what you want to see. I feel like
you capped his performance by Bruno today, man.
Yeah, when he's not too high up, he plays way better. Only if you start playing him the 8th more.
In that 8 position, he is he's more effective. You don't really want to see him in that 10, and no, you don't want to see him in that 10, but obviously today's performance just showed how effective he was in that midfield, in that position. And like, just to echo what you said, Benji, he was absolutely phenomenal, bro. So yeah, like Usmaan said, captain performance. Shout out to the midfield, man. That's me, bro.
Yeah, we got a comment from me here from Joe. Bring on the scum on Saturday. Also got a comment from Rizal saying Cavani must be buzzing. He definitely bloody is buzzing. Man's come back to a part of the prize that held.
Come to the right team.
Let's go to the right team. Let's go. Right, Jam, listen, we come to you regarding the midfield as well. Of course, the game is always won and lost in the midfield. What were your thoughts on the individual players and their performances?
Like I told you the last time, our midfield against Spurs, you could see that there was no aggression in the midfield. That's why we lost the battle against what's his name? Ndombele and that other Hop. What's his name? I always forget his name. Højbjerg. Because they were so aggressive, but because we didn't have that, Pogba will not do the job. And what is the Matic is old. But if you have Fred and Tomane, when I did the Man U up, when they asked for my lineup, it's the same lineup that came out today. I picked the same lineup because you need aggression. because we need to fight, win a lot of ball because we let Paris, the PSG play so that we just grab them because we have quick players. But today we missed a lot of chances, and I think the midfielders, Tomani was outstanding. I was afraid for him when he got the yellow card.
Yeah,
and I told someone in another United group that he said Oli should take him out. I said no, let him play and let him use his head because it's part of the learning curve. You must learn how to calm down. He didn't do a Raphael today. If he had done a Raphael, he would have gone against him.
Yeah.
So he did well, and like Benji said, Bruno is a number 8. He's a number 8. I've heard his coach in Sporting say that he's a number 8. He can play the way we want. He can hold on to the ball. And today he did very well. He led the team like a captain. And Fred was outstanding for me because he was just tapping the feet of, clipping the feet of Neymar.
Yeah, constantly as well. Constantly.
And taking the balls off him. He did very well. Today, I'm very, very impressed. The midfield worked. And the changes to Pogba came at the Pogba does. I don't know why Pogba does not really run in games because the way what Fred will do, what McTominay will give you, Pogba doesn't give that. And sometimes there's some way. But it was
well, speaking of Pogba, I do agree with what you said about him roughly. But he came on in left centre mid, and for me personally, the last 20 minutes, right, when Pogba came on, generally we looked the better team. Like we wasn't parking the bus. No one could say we parked the bus. Granted, yes, we were conservative prior to when Pogba came on, but when Pogba came on, we looked a better team. But Miles, that we don't.
But Usmaan, can you see why?
Because Pogba will give you the offensive side. He will give you the offense like.
Yeah, but that's why Oli got it completely right though, because he started right
but
way.
the defensive, I think at the point he lost the ball and he was trotting. The ball. I said, what was he doing? Because if you don't track back, the defense there'll be pressure on the defense. That's the only issue I have with him. Up front, he will give you some of his passes. I don't know. Some of his passes are very lazy. He gives very lazy passes. Very lazy passes. I don't know.
Can you see why a lot of like Man United fans all get very frustrated at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Because I feel like a lot of the time he loves to overcomplicate it. The team we have, we never signed a winger in the summer. If you just use smart, you could have started with the season with a 3 at the back, or you could have started with a 4-4-2 diamond. But because you're persistent to play with the 3 up front,
but you're saying that, right? And honest to God, the amount of people that have replied to my video of the 4-4-2 diamond, /3-5-2 hybrid, the amount of people that said it's not going to work. Oli shouldn't do it. But it's all opinion, though. That's what I mean. Some people are saying we shouldn't do. Some people saying he should do it.
It's like you have to like. The thing is, when it comes to football, it's not like Football Manager. We can just go out and buy something. The window wasn't what he wanted. So what you have to do, you have to change it up, and that's what every man.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Yeah.
So with the diamond formation, Usmaan, you were right, bro. That's what I'm saying. The diamond formation works for the team.
Yeah, perfect.
We have 4 strikers that can probably get into most teams.
You put in the chat. You said something about the diamond. What is he doing? LOL.
No, I said well. It's the diamond. Which
Eric Bailey's out for a month.
Who?
Bye.
Bailey's out for a month.
When did that happen? He was not even playing.
Only just said.
It doesn't matter.
He doesn't need to play. He doesn't need to play. He's fine hard game.
Let's just bring Was in it. Was, listen, what are your thoughts regarding Fred McTominay and obviously Bruno, and then we could talk about the 2 frontmen and obviously their individual performances as well.
Yeah, Fred McTominay. When they were in the
also just to ask you, just to ask you as well, just to add, do you think moving forward this is the way you should set up against the bigger teams, or do you still think no, this isn't the way we should do it? It's just a one-off sort of
thing. I mean, it's not pretty, but it gets the job done, kind of thing. Because McTominay and Fred, they're proper those niggly kind of players where if you're playing in the opposition team, you're like flipping and not him again. He's one of those kind of players. They're just at you. Fred, you can beat the guy. Like Neymar beat him a couple of times, yeah. But next thing you know, he's there in front of you again. He's like, there's 2 Freds. He's weird. He's got so much energy, and they were almost like that for 90 minutes. That's the next stamina, man. Both of them. There's 2 of them, innit? And they work quite well together as well in like cohesion and that. I mean, when you put say Pogba and McTominay, it doesn't flow that well. I don't think Pogba's got that kind of defensive kind of mechanism that say Fred has or say McTominay has. So, but like I said, I mean, I don't want to personally see this every game, but these kind of games, you have to do that. At least we've got the squad depth to flipping carry it out. And fair play to Ollie to actually do that as well. So, I mean, I'm really, really happy the way he's set up. There's no like arguments or anything with that. So, I mean, against Chelsea, I don't know if I would set up the same way because I think we got more than Chelsea personally. I think we can take it to them. So,
we need a
obviously Bruno just in front. Bruno, that is Bruno's preferred position. He was proper, really, really good.
Bruno was good today. Bruno was definitely good today.
He was dictating so well, man. He was really, really good there.
Right, okay, Beaks, obviously, first and foremost, Bas, I do agree with what you're saying in terms of against Chelsea. I personally wouldn't go for a similar system or players. Personally, I would definitely mix it up. It's interesting to see when Van der Beek actually gets a start, but I suppose you can't really say anything because, Van der Beek's coming off the bench. Granted, it's not as many minutes as you want, but at the end of the day, if the players are doing the job in the team, you've got to play them on merit and not just to keep the individual players happy. That's what we want at the club. We want competition. It's going to help everyone raise the game. So This whole Van der Beek notion, he has to start. The fans need to drop that. At the end of the day, if the players are doing their job, then they need to start, which they have done the last 2 games. So hence why he hasn't got to start. But anyways,
we were saying Juan Mata could have started because look at the Juan Mata game he had. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously it's not the right game, but could have scored the performance. Absolutely. You can't be like that. Not a top team like that.
Yeah, let's come away from that. Let's just talk about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, right? Beats, as always when we do the match reaction, we have to talk about what Ole, what we did well, what we didn't do well, and then obviously we're going to play ratings. So for you personally, what did we do well, and what did we do well? So we'll start with the positive, obviously. What do you think we did really well? What did Ole do really well today?
I'm putting my hands up in it. He got his spot on, bro. I'm not gonna be here to start and lie to you, man, and say I come on here and I've said that I wanted him out. I still don't feel like he's the man to lead us to a title or whatnot. But you don't know what can happen in life, innit? Do you get me? But tonight, it's about tonight, innit? And he got it right. Formation, the personnel, everything just clicked in, bro. I can't say I can't really find a negative. If I'm honest, I can't find a negative. But what he did today, everything was 10 out of 10, bro. I'm not here to lie to you, man, and say and look for a fault. I'll be the first man to put my hand up and say, yeah, this guy, he's a pussy. I want him out of my club. But if a man's doing something right, he's doing something right. Vice versa, I gave credit where credit was due to Lindelof. You man know that I don't really fuck with him. I still call him a pussy even though he did a good job. Ollie's still a pussy even though he did a good job today. It is what it is. At the end of the day, it's a result business. I know people are here saying why is Van der Beek not starting? At the end of the day, this is a squad game, G. It's squad, isn't it? At the end, bro, we can't. If we could, we'd fit every fucking player we had onto the pitch, but we can't. You know the ones there. And today, I can't fault him. If we had lost, we'll be out here complaining, why didn't he start Van der Beek? He should have started Pogba, Bro, that's just how fickle us football fans are. When the results go our way, this is how we feel. And today, it went our way. Fair play to Ollie. He got it right, bro. From 3 at the back with Telles, Van Bissaka. I didn't really, honestly, I was so shocked when I saw Tunazabi start, bro. I was so shocked because I didn't think he was fit enough. But boy, was he. And he started him, and Tunazabi looked the part. So fair play to Ollie, man. He put his trust in these players, and they delivered.
Well, by the way.
Exactly, bro. And they all delivered. So whatever he said to them, and whatever he's done or whatever, fair play to him. I'm not gonna question him at all, man. He did well today, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, I think the Tuanzebe point, just to add to something to that as well. There was a lot of speculation that Rojo might start. I remember. In the preview, a lot of people were saying Rojo must start. You've got to put respect on Ollie's name because if that was Jose, Rojo probably would have started. I highly doubt he would have put Tuanzebe in there. Obviously, he's a young lad. He's from the academy as well. So Ollie deserves a lot of credit for that one because that game is not the game to bring somebody back into.
No.
Neymar and Mbappe, man had to be on job. One mistake and it's a penalty. Even that one when he went shoulder to shoulder with Mbappe, literally one mistake and Mbappe is that quick. He nicks it past you. It's a pen. straight up, no
You
hesitation.
kept pace with him as well. That's the weird.
I was saying he's a quick one.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah,
quick one.
basically, he's athletic. That's what I'm saying. The guy's an absolute machine, and hopefully he can stay fit, which is the most important thing for him. Benji, we'll come to you before we obviously bring Was and Jem in. You know, in terms of what we did well, and obviously Ollie as well. What are your thoughts?
I mean, we started off well. We had, I think we had 2 or 3 very good spells in the game. When we came to the Diamond, the first 20 minutes and just before halftime and just after halftime, we had good spells. After that, PSG did grow into the game a bit. The one thing I did like about Ollie is that he was proactive, not to reactive, which he normally is. He went off and made the changes. He changed the formation. He played Martial and Rashford like half wingers, so they'll have like split in the box and like, do you know what I mean? Bruno was able to have the lights to come in. One of the things I was disappointed about today's game was that I thought like the front 2 were quite wasteful in a lot of opportunities.
Yeah,
for example, Rashford was wasteful, like I think about 3. And Martial, I think with Martial, he needs to understand he doesn't always have to pick it up and just drive at people all the time. Sometimes protect the ball a bit more.
Just hit a 1-2, man. Just hit a 1-2.
Yeah, but I don't think people are coming up quick enough. But sometimes
that's why we got Cavani in it.
Sometimes you just have to wait for people to join the attack. The positive was like the team was not fit. And I just want to say something on the PSG just quickly if I can. I'm actually really surprised that they put out that lineup after spending all that money.
Exactly. Especially that midfield, man.
Yeah, and that's what I said to you.
Where's Draxler? Draxler sat on the bench. He didn't even come on.
Who?
Draxler still sat on bench.
He's dead, man. He's dead. That's
I know, but still, it's better than what they've got.
I told you we're going to top the group. And obviously, it looked like banter at the time. But PSG are not that good of a team as a collective. If you just deal with the 2 players, you're okay. The rest of them are not going to do anything. RB Leipzig, they just lost their star striker. And I don't know the other team is in that group. We can actually top the group. And I wasn't joking. Now that we beat PSG at home, if we go and cement it up with a win away from us, so if we go and cement it up next week, we could definitely finish top of the group, man. Like from now on,
let's just take it one game at a time. I don't want to be talking about topping no group at the moment because we could lose against PSG and RB Leipzig in the next 2 games, so we'll just be near the fucking bottom somewhere. But regarding this game, I completely agree with you, and that was actually my negative. Martial and Rashford. Martial was 1v1 against the defender so many times that he didn't get past him. Like just sloppy. He was just like it's like he was caught in 2 minds if he should try to go past him or not. And then the guy was just like, "What are you doing, man?" He just took the ball off him. And Rashford, man, I know Rashford's gonna get the highlights, sort of, and rightfully so for his strike because that is individual quality from him. Fantastic strike, and I literally lost it when he went in. But he has to be better, man. He did it against Newcastle. He was so wasteful, and a lot of rival fans were said to me, "Oh, Rashford got 2 assists, 1 goal. He should have got 5 assists against Newcastle." The amount of opportunities he had, and he kept making the wrong. I don't know why when he plays in strike, he makes the wrong decision, like all the time. I don't know what it is, but I don't know what it is. But obviously, that he had 3. There was 1 in particular where he squared, and 2 when his touch let him down at the last second, and the defender gave the defender opportunity to tackle him. And he has to do better in all of them, really. But, he pulled it out of the bag. So I agree with that. Regarding Ollie, for me personally, you can't fault him today. I think he was absolutely... We're going to get on the player ratings later and obviously the manager rating, so I'll not dwell on it too much. Was, what were your thoughts? What did we do well? And, if there was anything negative that you want to... Or anything we need to improve on, etc.
There's not many negatives today, actually, apart from... I think, personally, Ollie should have made the changes a bit quicker. I know people are saying he's made it at the right time, but I think he might have delayed it a bit too much. This is the big follow I have with Ollie, I think. I think he takes too long sometimes. But then again, who would you bought on?
Pogba was the right sub. The subs were right.
I know. It's just the timing. I think it's the timing of it. But at least we had a good bench as well. So, I mean, the positives... Actually, there's another option. What Benji said about the fact that we missed so many chances. There was far too many chances between both of them, Rashford and Martial. They're really, really. I can understand why Martial might be off here a bit because he's had a couple of days off because he's not been playing. But then he was on international break as well, so it should be sharp.
Excuse, if anything, he's sharp. He's fully sharp. They need to be on job. Like simple as.
Yeah, you got to be clinical, because you're not going to get these kind of chances against top teams like that. Do you know what I mean? Against better opposition, you're not going to get it. And we can't not go away with it. I think we deserve the win today as well. So there was too many positives from De Gea to flipping, obviously, Fonseca, from McTominay to, I mean, the spine, just say the spine of the team, apart from the front two, are really, really good. And we played there was some sort of system. You saw some sort of system, and the way they were moving, there was like, if someone like dropped deep, the other one kind of filled the whole kind of thing. There was a plan. There was a plan. We didn't just play counter as well. There was times where we were so kind of comfortable. Like Benji, I think, there were 2 or 3 phases where we looked like the better team, and we looked like the home team. They were really poor, PSG. I knew we'll win. I had a feeling we're going to win them. Hence, I said 2-0.
Yeah, but what you say about every game,
so
yeah, but you said we're going to beat Spurs, though. You said we're going to beat Spurs.
No, but I look at our team and I think, yeah, the Spurs one I got it totally wrong. But even the Chelsea game should be interesting. But
yeah, but
I mean, overall, it was a good night. It was a good night.
We'll see how we get. Okay, but Jem, obviously, we know what you're going to say. You've already had your say on it, to be fair. We started with that. But so what we'll do, we'll finish off with the play ratings. Obviously, we're going to start with David De Gea. For me personally, we're going to keep it that short and sweet. Give your number, give a quick reason, and we'll move on to the next one because we don't want to be dragging on for too long. David De Gea, for me, I'm going to give him a 9. Not only for his saves, but his distribution was absolutely fantastic. He sweeper keep the whole game. There was that one with Mbappe that he kicked it instead of using his hands. He was on job. Like, the only thing I would have given him a 10 for was obviously we got a clean sheet. Because honestly, all his saves were fantastic. He parried them out of danger. Completely, almost faultless for me. Managed the goal, obviously, that you conceded. Jem, rating for De Gea.
I also give him a 9. Like I agree with all that you said. Like you said last time, I was telling you about his kicking. He has improved. Yeah. He's back to himself, and I'm really happy for him. It was a good performance today by David, so I'll go for it. And that's why UEFA gave him man of the match.
Oh, did they?
They did. They gave him man of the match.
Right, okay. I know. I just remembered the goal. It was Martial on goal, so can't be really. I've knocked him down a point, but Martial's going past him. Ray added, to be fair. Right, Beeks, what's your rating for De Gea? I'm assuming you're not agreeing because obviously you didn't look like you. It's like, what?
No. I was going to give him a 9.
Oh, see.
It's the same reason, man. He was so superb. Other than the goal that we conceded, it wasn't his fault. Other than that, he was ace, man. I'll give him credit where credit was due. He looks back. He's looking like the De Gea of old, that we know, innit? Like he's getting back into that form. I don't know what's happened since the international break, but yeah, I'm gonna give him a 9, man.
Say no more. Bas, thoughts?
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, 9 as well. But the good thing to see, distribution was good. Also, he's shouting at defense, telling them what to do, and he was there. Like he was coming off his line much quicker than he normally does. So
that's crazy, man. He did it. There was one that Mbappe was offside, and he came off and he used his hand to get the ball before Mbappe as well. Like it was just, I don't know what happened to him today. It was just quality. It's that he's actually.
And there was one or two really good. I think it was a Di Maria cut in on his right foot.
Yeah,
tried to kill in top corner.
Yeah.
That was a good thing. The rest of them was a bit from cameras.
Pardon?
It can't be Di Maria for his right foot.
Someone caught on the right foot on the left-hand side. And
it's Mbappe.
It's Mbappe. I can't remember one of them two.
Mbappe,
oh, yeah, Mbappe, yeah, when he did that step.
Yeah, it was right.
Yeah, Mbappe, that was a very good save, that one. Ben, what are you giving him?
10.
Oh, wow.
He basically kept a clean sheet. Like, Martial, if his forehead wasn't so big, we would have kept a clean sheet. So, we can't really complain with that. 10.
I said if his forehead wasn't that big.
Yeah, okay, moving on to the right wing back, Wan-Bissaka. Let me keep this short and sweet. Fucking 10 every day of the week. 10 every day. You've got to put into context who he's playing against, and I can't remember them getting past him. Like I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Neymar and Mbappe. Mbappe had to switch wings. When have you seen, bro? Mbappe switched wings. He made Mbappe switch wings, yeah. And then Rashford scored to seal the deal. Rashford better. No, I'm joking. But Wan-Bissaka has to be a 10.
No one can disagree with that, man.
Yeah. Jem, what are you going for?
I don't know, but he was massive today, you know. Because Mbappe was on him, he went away. Then Neymar was on him, he dealt with them. And this guy, the guy was playing their left back. what's his name? Kuzan or something. He was also
Kuzawa, yeah.
Kuzawa was also running, but he was able to hand him. I don't know if I should give him more than the year, but I also give him a 9. He was solid today. He was really solid.
All right, fair. I can't disagree with that too much. Beaks, what are you giving Wan-Bissaka?
Man, he's getting a 10, man. Obviously, with the whole scandal with him beating these things and that, I'll slap, bruv. Give him a 10, man. You have to prove everyone wrong. Like, listen, I do my thing on the pitch and I do my thing in bed as well. That's what he was doing, innit? So hold tight him.
All right, fair. What are you giving him?
Yeah, 10. Spot on. Perfect performance. He was just amazing, and there's a couple of slide tackles. It's classic Spider-Man.
He's going against Mbappe and Neymar, bro. Come on, 10, man.
No, you're dealing with like 2 of the best players in the world, like in top 5 players.
They're literally both top 5.
There you go. Yeah. In fact, just say first and second best player, because they're obviously better than Ronaldo and Messi at the moment, isn't it? At the moment. So
I don't know what you're smoking. But anyways, Benji, Lewandowski is number 1. Right, Benji, what are you saying?
Oh, cool.
10. Just keep it short and sweet.
All right, saying number Lewandowski is number 1. Guys. Don't be silly. Right, okay. Moving on to centre back, which I believe would be Twan. Is it who played right centre back? Was it Twan?
Yeah, Twan. He was on the left this time.
It was Lindelof in the sweeper, wasn't it? Right, okay. Twan. Listen, man of the match for me, 10 straight up. I'm not gonna hesitate. Man was 1v1. There's gonna be a lot of 10s here, but he is definitely getting a 10 without a shadow of a doubt. No hesitation. Didn't put a foot wrong. Man dominated in the air, dominated on the ground. He was comfortable on the ball. Job done, brother. Beaks, what are you giving him?
100, bro. Man of the match, get me. I ain't got time for these 10s, bro. He's getting 100, fam. That guy was a beast, bro.
That's on 100.
Man, Big E Langston. If you might watch WWE, you know what I'm talking about, bro. Get me.
You know, fam.
Come on,
Free centre back as well, man. Say no more. Jem, what are you giving him?
I'll give him a 10 as well, because for almost a month he's out. And one thing I always heard about Twanzebe was his area challenge. He was weak, but today he proved me wrong. So I'll give him a 10.
Okay, so no more. Where are you going? You going for a 10 or you going for something different?
Yeah, it's good. You got to give him 10, man. If you give me Wan-Bissaka, would I give him 9? No, 10 as well. So yeah, definitely man of match. Definitely, especially because he's come back from injury, man. The flipping, and how can he do that? That's next one.
That's
so calm as well. He's when he gets the ball, I feel right calm. I don't feel like scared or anything like that.
I've just realised I didn't give him a man of the match. I've just realised I gave it to someone else. But it could be anyone.
Too late.
Really. No, not as in on the watch along. I've just remembered I'll give it to. Benji, what did you give him?
10. Fantastic performance.
Jeez, Benji's really happy.
Clean sweep.
Clean sweep with Twan.
Everyone in the back gets a 10. Like, the only person that doesn't get a 10 is Martial or Rashford.
I'm not sure, but I don't think Tellers got 10 to me. I'm going to come to Lindelof. Yeah, to be fair, Lindelof does get a 10. Does anyone disagree with Lindelof getting a 10?
I'll give him a 9. I don't give him a 10.
All right, give him a 9.
I'll give him a 9.
Biggs give him a 9. What did you give him?
Yeah, he's a pussy.
I'll also give him a
9. Benji, what did you give him?
That's a 10.
Weeks.
For me, he kept a clean sheet because Martial's the one who flipping scored. So that's why I give him a 10. It doesn't really matter. Anyways, moving up to left centre back, Luke Shaw. I've given him a 9, to be fair. For no reason in particular. He was pissing me off with some of his loose passes. I was like, Shaw, come on, brother. So I've given him a 9. Beaks, what have you given him?
Yeah, you get a 9 as well.
Jem, Shaw.
I'll give him a 9. His passes sometimes it was awful, man.
Yeah, Benji, what are you saying?
9.
Okay, say no more. And was for sure.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'll give him an 8, actually.
All right, fair enough. For a bit lower than.
I don't think he was as good as.
All right, moving on to Tellez. He only played about 65 minutes. I believe he got something for Pogba, which was a very interesting sub. I didn't see that one coming at all, but it worked out brilliantly. So fair play to Ollie for that. I was going to take off McTominay, I think, if I'm not mistaken, for Pogba. But anyways, Tellez, I'm going to give him an 8. I thought it was brilliant. Defensively, fairly solid. I don't think he had much to do, actually. He did, but he didn't. I felt like it always coming down Neymar, which isn't a surprise, but they were all just passing to Neymar. And Tellers did enough. His crossing was brilliant though, especially from corners. He was fantastic. McTominay, we actually won 3 corners in a row. I don't know what happened there. Never seen that in my life.
Maguire. You need a Maguire.
That's what I was thinking as well. So sad during the game, Maguire on Maguire's head, it might be a different story. But anyways, 8 for me personally. Anyways, what's what you going for? What?
Yeah, I think 8. Yeah, 8.
All right, Benji, blood yellow. If you're feeling bored, you must have dip, man. Man's putting me. Benji, cheer up, man.
What's his proper Diddy Dally in like? You should know.
Right, Benji, what are you giving him?
Oh, give him a 9.
Think about it.
For his first game in the Man United shirt. was amazing.
Okay, Jem, where you going? Tony said, well done, cheers, my brother. Jem, what are you going for?
I love West, man.
I'll give Tellis an 8. He did very well. His crosses were very sweet. I hope Aaron Maguire will score a lot of goals.
Okay, Jem, not Jem.
Very
giving
sweet.
him?
Yeah, he's getting an 8, man. He did his thing for his debut, man. He did his thing. Shout out to Tellers.
Say no more. Okay, Fred and McTominay. Fred was my man of the match, actually. That's what my man of the match was. It wasn't. That's what I say. So Fred, I have to give him a 10. Just to speed this up a bit. So Fred, I'm going to give him a 10. Apart from getting megged right at the start of the game by a name, I thought, here we go. Man just violated right at the start of the game. Listen, the guy just covered every blade of grass, the amount of interceptions, recovery tackles, everything. Sensational performance by Fred. Again, against Paris. And for me, McTominay, I'm going to give him a 9 because his passing was pissing me off. Like the amount of times he misplaced his simple passes. So I'm going for 10, 9. And Bruno, I'm going to give a 9 to Bruno as well. Obviously scored the pen. I thought he was fantastic as well, but I don't think he was enough for a 10. I think he was a bit wasteful as well with that final ball. Biggs, for the midfield, what are we giving?
Yeah, Fred will get a 10. McTominay will get a 9. Bruno will get a 9 as well. Fred did his thing in midfield, like you said, covered every blade of grass. It was just on it, man. Energy and more energy, bro. Shout out to McTominay as well. I know he gave some wayward passes, but both of them in the midfield, the energy that was there was needed, bro. And obviously, they're the reason why we were winning the midfield battle. So shout out to them, man. Yeah.
Say no more. We've got a comment here from Tony Hero said, I can't stay for long, but the game wasn't bad. Okay, fair enough. And he said, are you from London? A couple of us are, but a couple are from up north. Right, Jem, what are you giving for the midfield 3?
I will give Fred 11. He was fantastic. He did his job, and I'm really happy for him. Now, people are going to really rate him because sometimes you read on, if you go on Twitter or this social media, people don't rate him at all. Anytime they see him and line up, they are pissed. Exactly. But I always tell them that he has a job and he does his work
from start.
That's why Pep Guardiola wanted him, exactly for this kind of job. So Fred will get 11 for me. McTominay will get a 9. Sometimes I don't know why, if he was afraid to clear the ball or something, and his ball sometimes was very wasteful. Bruno will get a 9 as well. He was able to take the pace for us, and also although he scored as well. So 11 and a 9-9.
All right, fair enough. Another question from Tony said, do you think Man United will get back to 4 from here? To be honest with you, brother, it's only 2 games. I'm not even.
Who knows?
We might lose 5-0 on the weekend and then fucking beat RB Leipzig and then beat Arsenal. Yeah, I haven't got a clue what's going to happen with the team. Let's just go from 5 to 10 games, and if we consistently improve from 10 games on, then I might start to get okay. Fair enough. All right, Benji, what are you giving for the midfield 3?
Fred will get 10, but McTominay gets 8, Bruno gets a 9.
All right, fair enough. What's your midfield 3 ratings?
Yeah, Fred 10, Bruno 10. I got to give Bruno 10. He was amazing today, man. Captain Bruno. And McTominay, I'll give 8.
9 is a good rating, to be fair, was not going to lie. Right, moving on to the front 2. I'll start with Marcel Rashford. Obviously, Marcel got the pen, which was... I actually started laughing because that was such a dive for me. That, don't get me wrong, he did touch him.
He looked for it.
That was beyond theatrical. So I was laughing. I couldn't believe we got a pen for that. I'm not going to lie. I don't think it was a pen. But I suppose it is. But I said
it is a pen. There's contact,
it's man. It's so weak.
He looked for it.
He scored on goal as well. Like we've already said, he's wasteful. So I'm going to give him a 6. Because he scored on goal. Because I can't give him higher than 6 for me personally. Scored on goal. Obviously, that cancels out the assist for the pen. And his overall, I was a bit disappointed because he didn't beat his man. And nothing, this 1v1 situation. He seemed a bit indecisive today. I think 6 is probably a bit harsh, but it's because of the own goals, so I'm going to have to knock him down. Regarding Rashford, exactly same, but because he scored the winner, I'm giving him an 8. Similar in terms of very wasteful, but he scored the winner and didn't get an own goal, so he got an 8. What you rating for the front two?
Yeah, you respond with the Rashford so they're both really wasteful, man. Rashford, yeah, because he got that goal, I'll give him a 7. I don't think he was any better than that.
Yeah.
And Martial, I'm gonna give him a 5. I think he was really poor, man. Martial was really off it. So yeah, and I'm a big Martial fan, as you know. No genders here, boys.
Yeah. Listen, we got a comment from Angus. Obviously, he's the PSG fan that was on preview with myself. A big shout out to you, bro. Great game, guys. Seeing the reverse fixture without a doubt, man. We'll catch you soon, man.
What was Angus's prediction? I saw he said 3-1. That hurt me, you know.
He said 3-1. He said Angus said 3-1. But listen, I ain't gonna say shit because I said we lose 2-1 in there. Benji, what are you rating for the top 2 frontmen?
Martial will get a 6. Rashford will get a 7. Like you said, they're both as wasteful. That's the difference between them and like the top tier forwards for me in the world.
Okay, fair enough. All right. I see your point. Obviously, Cavani would have been nice today. Beaks, what are you going for the front 2?
Yeah, Martial's getting a 5, man. Yeah, very, very wasteful. I know he won the penalty and that, but other than that, he didn't really do too much in the game. But Rashford will get a 7 because he obviously got the winner. But if he didn't get that goal, it'd probably be a 6.
Yeah, I think 8 is a bit too generous. I don't know why I'm giving him an 8.
Other than that, yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm giving him an 8. He don't deserve that 8 at all. But,
Emotions.
The kids have 8 in it, so it's all good in it. Jem, where we at? What rating do you give to the front 2, bro?
I'll give Martial 5.
Okay.
Because today he was off. Then I'll give Rashford 6. Just because he scored a goal. But they were both of them. They were
you know what? I don't know why I'm giving him an 8. He's probably a 7, Max. So I got 2 guys.
Because I don't know at the point. I think when he said the second half, at the point, I thought he could just run with the ball and shoot. And today. He was so indecisive.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible in moments.
Mad stat. Sorry, guys. United have won, fucking 10 away games in straight consecutively for the first time in their history. Mad thing.
What? Oli?
That is mad, bro.
Yo, Benji, you love your stats about Oli and negative ones there. That's a beauty for you. Okay, fair. Yeah, that's actually ridiculous.
Didn't we lose in the Europa League or was that not counted as away?
That was in a way, though, was it? That was at a mutual ground, innit? So it doesn't count. Okay, well, I shouldn't count anyways. But listen, let's move on from that. Regarding Pogba, I don't really feel we can give him a rating, so I'm just going to give him a 6 because he only played like 25.
Jam wants to give a rating as well.
I don't think you can. Jam, have you got a rating for Pogba? I'm just giving him a neutral 6.
I'll give him a 5. That's right.
Oh, fair enough. Anyone going to disagree with a 5 or a 6?
Six.
That's calm, bro.
Okay, let's move on to Ali because Van der Beek wasn't on the pitch long enough and I can't remember the sub. Was it James? Dan James. Right.
Mafia came on. Farco came on, you know.
for 4 minutes. No King Gala. I'm a bit disappointed about that, but it is what it is. Right, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, very short and sweet. You probably know what he's going to get anyways. But listen, absolutely faultless from Ole. He was on the touchline as well, shouting out orders for once. I couldn't believe my eyes. I had to rub my eyes to see if it was actually factual. But yeah, fair play, 10. Absolutely got nothing wrong today. From the lineup, from everything really, from the substitutions, from the system. We dominate possession for large parts of the game, which I was not expecting as well. So fair play. Beaks, what's your rating for Oli?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Oli, man. Yeah, he's gonna get a 10. Like you said, on the touchline, barking up orders, not sitting down, watching the game from flipping iPad screen. And wanting a beer with Carrick, you know them ones there. When I saw Carrick on the touchline, I said,
he got shot as
well. Yeah, he got shot. I thought, raw, where's this energy coming from? You know them ones there. So
sit down.
Ref told him to go sit down, brother. If he don't sit down, he's gonna slap him up. You know them ones there. But yeah, no, overall, man, shout out to Ali, man. You know, he gets a 10, man. I can't even fault him on this thing. As much as a pussy he is, I can't fault him. So,
right, okay, we're enough of that. What are you giving Ali? I don't think anyone's going to disagree with the rating about it.
I'm going to give him a 9. I'm going to give him a 9. Only because of what I said about substitutions, he could just tweak that a bit more, and then otherwise he would have got 10. But on that, it was perfect.
What would you have done differently? I don't
Oh,
understand.
what, man? Why did you do
No,
this?
just the speed of things, isn't it? It just takes a bit of time.
What do you mean?
Man.
He subbed on Pogba 67th minute.
Listen, it's my rating. Yeah, I could give him what I want. So 9.
That doesn't even make sense.
No,
Right,
rating,
Benji, what are you doing? Obviously, Jem's dealing with his son, I would presume. Benji, what are you giving him out of 10?
10. Obviously, if you go away from the top 8 clubs.
Wow.
Yeah, if you go away from the top 8 club in Europe and you went away from home like that, you deserve a high rating, man.
Yeah,
but you have to follow up against Chelsea.
I think we forgot the fact that we've actually gone away to PSG, bro. That's an unbelievable result. Jem, obviously they were runners up last year. We gotta forget that. We can't forget that as well. Jem, I know what you're gonna say, but what are you giving him?
Oh, I'll give him a 9.
Well, Holly, you know.
What's in Jem have given him 9?
What's wrong with that?
I'm just a bit surprised. All right, okay, Jem, what's your reason?
Just that I at the point I thought we were losing a little bit, and it was like there was not too much. Like it wasn't. You should have spoken to them much earlier because you could realize that, like I said, too many was not really handling the ball that much. So if you had given him a little piece of an advice, I think it would have worked. But I just give him a 9. The changes were on the spot because I remember in a group some guy was saying Oli's game management is very questionable. I told him relax, then the goal came. So it was okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think you made any mistakes today in this game, and hence why I've given him a 10. But listen, I just want to say a massive thank you to the boys. That is the end of the video. Obviously, our general match reaction and the player ratings. Let us know your comments on the YouTube page. As always, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel. The boys' links will be down below. Make sure you go and run up their socials. As always, go and subscribe to Beaks on YouTube as well. Beaks_corner. Fantastic content, man. Uploaded the other day, and I watched the first 30 minutes. It was the thing of beauty, especially his vocals at the start. Oh my god. I had to rewind and play it again one more time. But listen, as always, it's been your host, Usmaan. We'll be back tomorrow with a podcast at 7 p.m. Apart from that, Man United in Paris. It's our playground, motherfuckers.